large and really lovely oscillating eye movement. So she's exhibiting REM sleep. So she's in stage 5. So she's very visually engaged in her dream, and she's very close to waking up. And I have measured thousands of people in 20 years, sleeping, meditating, in trance, hypnosis. But I must say my quest is to capture lucid dreaming in all different forms. So I continue that quest. And this room is showing some of the different ways of accessing reverie and lucid dreaming. So this piece here shows the classical kind of, as documented by Salvador Dali in the 50 ways of magic for sleep, to get more creativity. So by sleeping with in a chair, so you can only have a short nap, a siesta, whatever, you could have a key in each hand, and when the moment occurs when you fall asleep, the key falls from your hand, it hits the plate, makes a very loud noise, which of course alerts you, and then you write down the very first thing that comes into your mind. So for any kind of creative practice that could be useful, you're accessing your hypnopompic thoughts, which would also be a lot of theta waves, but then immediately consciousness kicks in, so the beta waves and everything else kind of take you away, and sometimes you forget immediately. So I have different techniques, and I've followed many different people as to how to kind of increase lucidity, productivity, and we spend a third of our lives asleep, how to generate more from that space. So these two illustrations, collages I made are hypnagogic, so going to sleep with the key, and this one is a hypnopompic one. I find the hypnopompic much more relaxing. You wake up gently without an alarm. You get a longer kind of sustained access to that state of surreal imagery or narrative in a non-linear way you may experience. The sounds you're hearing are being affected by this file. So I use a type of software that communicates using MIDI, Max MSP, whatever. I don't really want to talk about the technology because I've been trying to use more of the feeling and the somatic effects of the dreams. But because I have 20 years experience with brain waves, these peaks can all be converted into musical data, and I can control multiple tracks. So this is a very calm, relaxing piece. As you can see, it's very low data on the left. This is quite soothing on the right. There's also some Tibetan bowls in here because over the last few years I worked with sound healers and asked them how they thought we could increase relaxed vibes and so on, and they suggested certain frequencies which I recorded with binaural microphones. So they will be triggered in this piece when the EEG, the brain waves, are at a certain level. So just moving around the piece a little behind you. This is the more recent ready-made installation. So it's a combination of 2 books and the 4 Victorian cloches. I attended in Holland in June the International Association for the Study of Dreams, and I exhibited some of my onirical dream illustrations there. But while I was there, I learnt a very interesting technique that was new to me, a way of interrogating a dream that was sort of moving away from the rather obvious Jungian way, and it was taught to me by Robert Cross, and it's this kind of gestalt way of looking at your dreams. So in a dream, I'm often offered things. So I've been offered various drinks. I've got in this piece, there's a meteorite in this cup, the divine, and this represents I had a pervasive amount of dreams where I was offered green things, green drinks, green objects, crystals and so on. So I'll leave that one for now. With the drinks, when I talked to people in Holland, they said, oh, you must have accepted the drink in the dream. And I said, no, because I didn't like the colour green. So then the Gestalt technique teaches you to role play, well, become the drink, or become the container of the drink. Or in another case, I was in a dream, I was actually deceased, which didn't seem to bother me, but around me was a lot of really fascinating crystals, which I was more interested in. So the analysis teaches you to, okay, now see the dream from the point of view of one of the crystals, and play it again. And it became really revelatory. So this is my latest way of exploring dreams. And I've added the substances I use, which are Mugwort, which is a really lovely legal herbal substance you can buy. Don't take it as a tea, it's very bitter. capsules do look large, and it can help with kind of increasing vividness in dreaming. And I believe the Romans used to use mugworts in their sandals to help them walk further distances. Well, I've not tried that, not with high heels, but as a supplement before bedtime, I found it really quite interesting to use as no side effects. And the books I have here are some of the transactions of the Blavatsky Lodge, and I've been following her theosophy of sleep in particular, where she combines Eastern and Western interrogation before science could really answer this. I'm a research fellow, and I've been using a lot of my neuroscience research in this piece, and I like to kind of combine it with a meditation on the sort of 1880s of Blavatsky's research. Nothing out in this room, apart from it's very hot. So the pianola paper, I think, for me, when I was born, they were using sort of plotters, so there would be vast reams of paper plotted in the way that Dana was talking about earlier, the computer stuff that looked like hands, and not only the pieces, sort of sleep pieces of music, but they're vastly long, and I've been writing on them, so instead of using dream journals, I've been writing on pianola paper for a future piece. And if you have any questions afterwards, because it's so hot in here, I think we should go out. Please come up to me in the reception, and hopefully we can share some ideas.